Samantha had been a rideshare driver for almost a year. It was her side gig, something to supplement her income while she worked on her degree. Tonight, the streets were unusually quiet since it had been stormy all day. She picked up a young woman named Julia from a downtown bar. Julia slid into the back seat, her face lit by the glow of her phone as she murmured a distracted greeting. Samantha pulled into traffic, glancing at Julia in the rearview mirror. "Rough night?" Samantha asked, trying to make small talk. Julia looked up, her eyes tired. "You could say that. Just looking forward to getting home." Samantha nodded and continued driving. They were approaching the outskirts of town when Julia's phone pinged with the airdrop notification. She checked the message, then her face turned pale. She looked up at Samantha with wide eyes. "Can you pull over, just for a second?" Julia's voice was trembling. "Are you okay?" Samantha asked, concerned. I think I left my wallet back at the bar. I need to call them," Julia stammered. Samantha pulled to the side of the road, watching Julia in the mirror as she stepped out into the rain, phone pressed to her ear. The street was deserted, and Samantha felt a shiver run down her spine. Something about the situation felt off. Julia paced a few steps back from the car, then turned back, her face twisted in panic. "You need to get out of here," she hissed, glancing nervously down the street. "What? Why?" Samantha asked, her heart racing. "Just go! Drive!" Julia shouted, her voice breaking. Without thinking, Samantha slammed the car into gear and sped off, skidding on the wet road and leaving Julia standing on the sidewalk. Her mind raced with questions. What had scared Julia so badly? As she drove, Samantha felt a strange sensation, like she was being watched. She decided she was done driving for the night and quickly headed home, growing more and more anxious all the way. When she pulled into her apartment complex and parked in her usual spot, her phone received an airdrop notification. Without daring to even look, she got out of the car as fast as she could, ran up to her apartment and locked the door. She sat in the dark, terrified, until finally falling asleep. When she opened her eyes the next morning, she finally had the courage to look at the message she'd received. "I'm in the back seat." Thinking this had to be some kind of sick prank, she walked downstairs to the parking lot. There was her car, still in its usual spot, but the back passenger door was open. Through the puddles left from the previous day's rains were a set of muddy boot prints leading away from her car.